Alright, so I know that I primarily make videos about video game content and, everything video game related. And it's kind of weird for me to take a 180 turn on the content I make and create this video. But this is something that interests me, so I'm gonna make it anyway. So, VTubers. VTubers really exploded in the early 2020s, sprouting a whole lot rabbit hole that you can walk for miles. And if you're living in the rest of the world, kilometers. COVID happened and that everybody was on the internet at that time, so at first I didn't really get it. But after watching a few of them, I can understand why.
Hi guys.
Nothing beats a ground pound. That's funny, because, you guys know that's actually what I did to your mom last night.
Shampoo. Shampoo.
Despite this, I wasn't really hooked onto the idea of VTubers until 2 years later in 2022. I was a miserable 20-year-old who doesn't have a single grasp of what they want to do with their life.
Actually, this part is still true to this day.
Anyway, I stumbled upon a VTuber as I was browsing some Genshin Impact videos. It was a clip compilation of Finana Ryugu simping for child. At first, I thought this was an indie VTuber because Hololive at the time was dominating the Western world with their English members, but no, it was a pretty big Japanese corporation that was backing this small fish, to my surprise. Long story short, I clicked subscribe because I really liked her personality a lot. I thought she was really funny. I later found out that she was in a trio called Lazulite. I was like, let's check them out. Let's see what
I wish I discovered was... And to think that exists. Hi, Rosamie! Hi, Finana! Hi! I'm coming!
You guys like dragons? Yeah? Haha, dragon D's nuts. Got him! You're gonna do a body shot? You're gonna let me your belly button?
Safe to say, I'm a pretty big fan of them now. Nijisanji at the time, they were pretty small, but now they are one of the juggernauts of the VTubing community. And I noticed something.
Nijisanji EN Audition.
At the time, Nijisanji Ian was only accepting women as members, but this time, for the first time ever, they were accepting men. The wave being codename Luxium and Noctix.
You can probably see where this is going, right?
As a stupid person with big dreams, I auditioned for it.
You can probably see where this is going, right?
And you're probably asking how I managed to get the balls to do this despite me having no subscribers, no presence on the internet, no experience with streaming, and no maidens. It's because of Nina Kosaka.
How do I make myself stand out? I don't mean only for auditions, for interviews and assignments. I have a hard time thinking about what differs. First of all, if you feel any similar, and there's no shame in feeling that way, that's something you will deal with for the rest of your life. Who am I? How do I stand out? What are my skills? What am I good at? Why do people like me?
She said a quote that will forever stick with me. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And this isn't an original quote that she made up herself, obviously. I've heard this quote millions of times before, but for some reason this really hit me really hard because I guess the timing was right. I was in a period of time in my life where I had to take action and control my life. And for this reason, this really resonated with me, and it's the reason why I mustered up the courage and tried to do YouTube as a whole. And to really add that on, I didn't want to live up to, 60 years old or in my deathbed and regret not doing what I wanted to do because I personally didn't believe in myself. I never wanted to look back in my life and say, I wish I could have done that. So yeah, that was my emotional reasoning to why I did a Hail Mary, a shot in the dark, if you will. Knowing that I will never get in because of my non-existence on the internet, but at least I can say that I did it.
At least I tried.
Let's be completely real, my last application was fucking garbage. Unfortunately though, I did not save my last resume, so that's an L. It was just a bunch of badly written ambitions. So I decided, hey, let me try this time in 2023 for fun. So my whole goal is to at least get 1 view on the audition. That means at least someone on the Nijisanji team at least looked at it. If I get at least 1 view on it, that means I have fulfilled my goal. And to be clear, even if I get a response back and they decided that I was a good fit, I would have probably declined it because I found a path for myself with this channel. At least I think I do. So here we go. I know that was a long ass intro, probably 90% of you just skipped this section given that most people have an attention span of a 2-year-old. But thank you for sitting through that if you did. So let's get on with the choices of auditioning for a VTuber agency for me personally. And I'm gonna list out the ones that I know of: Hololive, Nijisanji, Vshoujo, and Phase Connect. Disclaimer, this is not trying to insult or hate anybody that works in these companies or the company as a whole. I am trying to only state what is best for me and my reasoning and my deductions to send my application to. The people who are in these companies are all amazing and talented individuals compared to me, who is is pretty bad at everything. First off, let's cross off Hololive. You probably don't need an introduction for this one. Let's be for fucking real. Hololive requires a heavy resume to even have the chance,
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance
to apply for the audition. Notice that I said applying for the audition. What I'm trying to say is you have to be a somebody and you have to be a very established person to even get a chance, a little wink on your application. Also, you have to keep in mind Hololive has a huge emphasis on idol culture, which if you ask me, I'm not really a big fan of doing personally. I can't really see myself trying to be an idol. I just don't think it's for me at all. Like, at all. The Shoujo and Phase Connect immediately crossed off. I'll explain later, but for now, I'll tell you what they are. They are Western VTubing agencies and ideally the best place to land a VTubing gig because, in my opinion, emphasis on the word Western. Nijisanji and Hololive are Japanese companies, and if you don't know, Japanese companies are a ton stricter about stuff than the Western companies are. If you watch Nijisanji livers or Hololive members, pretty often they would say that they would need to get permission for playing games that viewers suggest or they themselves want to play. Just having the freedom to do whatever you want is the best in my opinion, so this is why it's pretty important to myself. K-san is an albeit a pretty new Vshoujo member. She is allowed to do whatever she wants to do, and given K-san's history of I want to do whatever the f*** I want when I want.
Do you want to explain this model? I'll let you explain it. I don't want to explain it. Explain it to the boys.
You've seen the one with my with my real
Yep.
body
Yep.
and the V2 in head, right?
Have you seen this? Have you seen this? This was so genius from you. I have to say, this was big brain. This was so smart.
I used my camera and well, I didn't want to put my makeup on, so.
It is probably safe to say that if she feels like Vshoujo isn't holding her back on her creating content, then Vshoujo is probably an amazing company to work for. If you value the freedom to do more stuff and not be chained to strict policies and, conform to the whatever, then this is probably the best place for you. And Phase Connect is really small compared to the other three, but it's still Western companies, so it still gets bonus points from me. The biggest member being Pipkin Pippa. I hope I said that right. And she's pretty cool, check her out. I think that is a good place to start if you're brand fresh, freaking new to VTubing and are looking to get a hang of it. Plus, as of right now, and let me know if I'm wrong, these two are nowhere near trying to be an idol-focused agency. And you already know my stance on idol culture and stuff. I just don't care about it.
Well, gee, Jenbear, if you list all these positives, why don't you do an audition?
And I get it. I get it. Totally. Women starts with the W. Please, just give one chance. But in all seriousness, if you want my personal opinion, a really big and massive missed opportunity for both of these two companies because, I'm saying male VTubers are coming into popularity nowadays. Point being,
What color is the red wire?
But hey, if Shoujo decides to make a V-Shonen, you know what to call. If you've been doing some big critical thinking, you can deduce that the only one left is Niji Sanji. Although Niji Sanji Ian isn't as big as Hololive Ian, they still have some big playing power in the VTubing community, and they're only continuing to grow. Although they are somewhat on the idol culture spectrum, it's not completely 100% all in on the idol culture like Hololive is. Although in the future I might be wrong about that. Who knows? Alright, but from what the general consensus is, Niji Sanji EN is focused on the streamer and not, the idol business, which is a really big plus. And since I've already formed a parasocial relationship with most of these Niji Sanji EN members, it would theoretically be a lot more easier for me to get in and, coalesce with, everybody and, know chemistry. So that's the thing. There's a secret 5th organization that isn't listed, kind of like a Easter egg, and that's Indie, aka independent. No, it's not an agency. Being an independent VTuber is the absolute best way to go because you are your own boss, and that is an absolute powerful positive trait in itself. You don't have to listen to anybody telling you what to do, and you don't need permission to do anything. You take 100% of the cut of your own work, and you don't have to share it with anyone. But the problem with going down this path that many other people have found is that it's hard. Like really fucking hard. The VTubing space is already saturated as is and is filled with so many talented and funny individuals, and it's just like the competition is so goddamn big, and trying to establish an audience with bigger VTubers in this space is really difficult. You really have to be unique compared to the other VTubers to even have the chance for somebody to even look at your streams or content. And even then, there's really no guarantee because they can just default to their Oshis that they already know and love. Now, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from doing indie VTubing. In fact, despite me saying all this negative stuff about being an indie, I implore you to try to be indie first if you want to try out to be a VTuber, because having success as an indie is just way better and more rewarding because it's your blood, sweat, and tears. To defend auditioning for agencies though, in my opinion, you take out the single most hardest thing to get as an indie, an audience. You were exposed to a vastly bigger audience compared to, one person called Joe Schmo that lives in rural Kansas that accidentally stumbled upon your content. And that's the biggest reason why you would want to be with the agency in the first place, an audience. Because no matter how funny you are, no matter how entertaining you are, whatever it is, if you have no one watching, then it sucks, honestly. I struggle with this myself as well. Like, I average around to like 1 viewer on Twitch if I'm lucky. I have mostly nobody watching, so I know how it hurts to just broadcast myself into the void. And then, you just start doubting yourself and you're just like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not funny enough? Am I just too boring and not cut out for entertainment? It's very easy to get discouraged really fast because of these things that fester up in your mind, especially if you're doing this kind of thing for a long time and see no real growth. But I'm here to tell you to keep sticking through that no matter what. If you feel like things are improving, then try to spice things up. Do something vastly different from what you usually do, And don't be afraid to experiment and get a little wacky. Collaborate with other people.
Okay. I think I'm ready now. Did you just unmute to burp in all of our streams?
What the freak?
We'll make new connections, but yeah, it's time to move on to the next subject, which is the audition process. I kind of rambled on for a long time, so my bad if you fell asleep to that. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to Rayless. The dude made a comprehensive 2-hour guide on the audition. If you're looking for help for an audition, go check out his channel. He gives out really good advice and tips. So thus begins my journey in my audition. Here we go. So here it is, the Niji Sanji VTuber auditions. Deadline, January 23rd. Yep. I totally did not procrastinate. Thank God I pre-wrote this beforehand. So first round, application video submission. Next one, call interview. How they're gonna call you? I don't know, like Discord? Zoom? Phone? Fisher Price? Okay, so this is the biggest problem I have right now. This is, in my opinion, the most confusing piece of this audition. It is so annoying to comprehend. And if you were to look at what other Niji Sanji livers did to get in, to get a piece of idea of what this is trying to ask you. Most of them are just like,
I recorded a black screen and did voice acting. I used Windows Movie Maker. I put up a still image and talked for 5 minutes.
and to add on to even more of that, okay, it says to quote-unquote stream, but then it tells you to upload your video as unlisted. So which one is it? Do you want me to stream? Do you want me to record a video? Okay, looks like the live stream's going good right now. Let's see, swap over the display to... I'll be back. I guess in this context and by using common sense, they mean record a video and upload it, but I don't know, it was just really weird wording. Streaming as a character. So what does this mean and why do I think that this is kind of bullshit? 5-minute video of yourself as a character.
Gosh, hello everybody. My name's Goofy. Today we're gonna be playing some Phasmophobia. Hopefully I won't get scared. That was so bad. That sounded way too. Well, that's a lot more yucks than usual. Alright, one more take. Gosh, hello everybody. My name's Goofy. Today we're gonna be playing... What the f does this sound like that? Goofy doesn't even sound like that.
You do not need to act as a character when you're VTubing. Pretty much all the Niji talents, how they are when they're streaming is how they are in real life. So yeah, you can just be yourself. If you are not being yourself, then it's kind of uncomfortable. Just saying. That's my biggest gripe with this, streaming as a character. All this is just your personal stuff that you just put in. Alright, so this section. This is basically where you're gonna have to write paragraphs and paragraphs about how you are good. You gotta show off how big of a dick you have. And if you're a girl, you have to show off how big of a personality that you have. Alrighty, voiceover time. I basically put in stuff that makes me look good. I have over 6 years of video editing experience and it amounted to basically nothing because I created stupid League of Legends montages, but we don't talk about that. Previously, I used Sony Vegas Pro, but that software is a piece of shit because it jumps off a bridge every 2 seconds it gets. So I switched over to DaVinci Resolve and I didn't use Premiere Pro because f that stupid ass monthly subscription bullshit. Why? I have over 5 years of experience in producing music in FL Studio. I don't think you guys are ready for this. You about to see some professional musicism. Where is it? Oh yeah. Yup. Alright, I'm gonna record this part in my closet, so yeah, I'll be right back. I don't want my roommates to hear me. Alright. Yo! Although I don't even make music anymore, you can hear my music in my videos from time to time, so yeah, that's where my music resides in. And then I wrote my recent success with my video and channel hitting these marks at the time. And then I basically explained into why I'm good for the job. Simple stuff, right? And then I checked these options because I literally don't have any live stream experience at the time, as you can clearly see. And then I put in my channel URL. Subs. I put in twitch.com because I wasn't live streaming at the time, as I already reinstated, but now I do. It's twitch.tv/genbear. By the way, check it out sometime. I stream. No followers. Same thing for Twitter. This is my Instagram. Now this is awkward as hell because I never streamed before, so I put an experience that I had when I was recording my videos. Yeah. Can't believe I wrote this anime ass line that I just made. I have also learned that it's important to keep things in perspective and remember that the creative process is a journey, not a destination. I feel like that belongs into like an art anime or whatever. Desired streaming frequency is kind of a given when your main job is live streaming. And in this section, this is where I was theoretically confident in live streaming, entertaining, using my own BGM, and finding games that people have not played yet. And in here, I wrote that I wanted to play a bunch of modded games because no Nijisanji library at the time was playing with them. But it could have been my downfall for this process because I've heard that there's some kind of stigma around mods and stuff, so I really don't know. I wanted to play some VR games as well because, you know, pretty cool. Nobody really specializes in VR games as far as I know, so.
Put on these glasses and you'll enter the world of the game.
Holy shit. Come on. Oh shit. Come on. I did it. I did it. Oh my god. I did it. Yes.
And this is where the alarms in my head are going off. This was never an option in the past auditions. So seeing this, and by using some common sense and reasoning, Nijisanji is looking for singers for the next wave. I am unfortunately not blessed with the talent to sing, and by me pressing no for this option, might have gotten my application immediately tossed in the garbage. But no matter, we carry on. And in this section is basically the same thing as the content one. Main motivation is to entertain people because I like creating content. I think it's really fun and engaging, really exciting, all that good stuff. And for this section, I wrote what I wanted to achieve as a VTuber if I were to get in. As a kid, I've grown up with YouTube. I've always wanted to make a difference in the world if I could have the chance to do so, such as, you know, making someone's day a lot more better, or if I could host charities and raise funds for causes that are beneficial for the world. And here I've written that I wanted to do a subathon because at this current date that I wrote this application, no Nijisanji library has ever done one. As for my VTuber target audience, literally no clue. It would just be whoever watches me, but for sure it's going to be gamers. Wrote some basic things that any content creator is going to do nowadays. Kind of hurts that I'm not fluent in any other language other than English. And then the rest is private info. And then these are just my specs. So I have some bad news. I didn't realize that it is due today at 6:59 a.m. I've applied here before, so I'm gonna have to use my previous video, which is a very terrible look, but I don't know. I don't have enough time to think about a new video idea, I guess. So I'm gonna have to upload the old video that I used for my last audition. Damn. Well, this is why you should never procrastinate. Alright. So here we go. I'm gonna expose myself and make that audition video public. Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of people. You know, I'm embarrassing myself and you're laughing. You're standing there and you're laughing. Alright, I'm gonna regret this. So right now I'm gonna do the biggest mistake of my life and making this this audition, which by the way, if you want to get into Nijisanji, do never post your thing publicly. All right, enough stalling, let's go. Hasn't been 1 second and I'm already cringing. Is that bad?
Ah, hello. I didn't see you standing there. My apologies. Give me a second, will you? There we go. Sir Henry, do be so kind to lower the volume, please. Thank you.
No.
Where were we?
No.
Yes. I'm currently on a break in the meantime, so I guess I can spare a few minutes to chat. My name is Sir Renard, the head butler of the Black Rose Mansion, and I am the master's personal assistant. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I love all things cleaning related as it's very therapeutic for me, and I strongly despise dirty things, and especially dust. Huh? Oh, you're wondering what kind of tea that I'm drinking? Why, it is made with a special blend of the finest tea found in Europe, of course, specially brewed by yours truly.
Europe. Okay.
But enough of that. You're not here for the tea, are you? Please.
Can you imagine if I got into New Sanji? I would be terrible.
You tell me the reason of coming to this state, hmm? Huh? You want me, a butler, to play video games?
No.
And you want me to record it?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure what you're telling me to do. I'm not sure the master's willing to... Huh? The master said so. But what about the cleaning? The bookshelves, the floors? They need to be spick and span. I just can't. The master's employing a temporary cleaning staff to do it. But is he replacing me? This is absurd. I've been doing this for 15 years. I can't just... Huh? Oh. The master says it's a test?
This hurts me. This hurts me a lot. I don't know if I'm ready to show this to the public.
Well, alright then. I'll accept this challenge. Okay. Looks like they sent me down to the basement to do some cleaning.
Now we're getting to the gamer stuff right now. This is good, the good stuff.
Wow. Oh! What the heck? Flies, I don't like you. I do not like you at all, no sir. Ooh, nice. Give us a bomb. Sloth. Isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins?
Yes.
Interesting. He's throwing a maggot at me.
I like how you can hear all the keyboard clicking that you can hear from my keyboard. It's just fucking hilarious. It's just...
No! Gotta clean all those up. A lot of chore work nowadays.
Fun fact, this model that I'm using is like literally a free model that I found on Google. It's like literally the first like option that you find. Because I was like, I didn't know what to roleplay as, so I was like, I'm gonna roleplay as a butler. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just something. I literally did not know what else to roleplay as.
Looks like my workload increased. Whoa!
The sheer terror in my voice.
Whoa, that was it. Oh, he's spawning so much stuff. I almost got hit by that. Okay, and sus. Sus.
When I made that sus joke, you know what I'm saying? That was like the peak, Among Us, peak Among Us period of time where, Among Us was...
Grants your familiar homing shots. You might as well take it because, you ain't got nothing else.
Wait, I just noticed I was using a mod. I don't think... I'm not even allowed to use mods, am I? Whatever. I don't care.
Got a lot of... Oh, whoa, wait, hold up. You shoot your projectiles way too fast. Hold up. Okay.
Nice. All this keyboard clicks.
Hourglass? Wow. Interesting. I'm gonna have to re-roll that. Little portal.
Also, I like how I'm just pretending to not know what the fuck is going on, Isaac, even though I have like 900 hours in this game. It's fucking hilarious.
I am not going to take that because I think that's a bad item. I don't want bad items. So, it's gonna be a hard pass for me, Chief. Very unsightly.
It's so loud and clicky.
I gotta clean all this up.
Oh my god.
With bleach, I'm not sure if bleach is gonna handle all this, but we'll see what we can do.
It's so distracting.
Okay, you're down, and he's down, and I am out of here. A little bit more wormies. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going this way. Bam! Ah. Alright, this is the one. No? What? Okay, I lost 2 bombs. Don't worry. I didn't throw on purpose. No, I didn't. I was just testing, Sometimes you fail in life, and one of those times, or right now. But sometimes you gotta move on. You gotta learn from your mistakes. Nice. I like to see that. More of those, I didn't miss
please. A rock. I still got it because of that.
How are you doing, Steven? Do you have permission to be here? Ow! You little...
I think I was recording this on
Oh
like
no!
a blue snowball.
Okay, you fine? Oh, oh, he's almost dead already. Nice. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! No, I got cornered.
That was it. Those were the longest 5 minutes of my fucking life. Holy shit. I'm gonna pretend that never happened, and I'm gonna scrub that out of my memory. Okay, so it hasn't exactly been a whole month, but I think by this point, Niji Sanji has all the time in the world to look at all their applications. I really don't want to wait a long time to release this video, so I'm gonna do it right now. It's near the whole month period, so I might as well do it early. And yeah, so here we go. Moment of truth. Zero. I must have said something that pissed him off. Europe. But yeah, I guess I failed my challenge. Sheesh. Well, be an indie VTuber, I guess. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you can see. Right here. Little cat. He's a little sleepy boy.